Groundsounds Live. I am your host, Will Winbush, and with me is Max Ralstead. Woo!
What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
Welcome back, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a minute.
I know.
I was out in Seattle for a little while. It was pretty fun, but back ready to grind it out. Ready to get wild.
Absolutely. So you enjoyed your little trip out there? Saw
Oh,
anything
yeah.
special?
Seattle was really cool. Yeah, I saw. I did see a one show at a place called the Nectar Lounge. Definitely like a cool music city overall. Saw there's a band called Polyrhythmics, and it's just like kind of jam band, kind of rock music kind of stuff. It's pretty good, and they have like a side project that I went and saw. I can't remember the name of the actual like thing. It's like the Unsinkable Heavies, I think is the name of the band or something like that. But fun stuff, fun city. They have a whole museum of pop culture that I went to too. That was really cool.
An entire
Nirvana
museum
exhibit.
to it?
What's that? Yeah. So they had like Nirvana exhibit. They had a Pearl Jam exhibit. A lot of like Seattle bands, and like they did have a bunch of like really famous guitars and stuff too. They had like Jimi Hendrix guitar that he set on fire, and like it was funny that they had a bunch of busted guitars from the people like destroying him on sets, which was actually kind of cool to see. But yeah, no, it was a good trip. A good trip. Yeah, but I'm happy to be back. Happy to be back on the show. Let me think. You were up to something recently too.
Oh man, I've been super busy myself. I posted on the Instagram not that long ago. The Sohood Collective.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's over here in Columbus, Ohio. One of my friends, Catherine, she was sending something to me almost every week about it, and I was so busy that I couldn't just jump to it and just be like, I got work. I got work later on that night. I got work later on that day. But that day I had nothing but free time, so I went over there, and it was so cool. There was fashion designers and artists. I think you remember like Hood Panda.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. He was selling some of his merch there.
Oh, very cool.
The owner, he was really cool. Super excited. I really wish the interviews that I did went through, but
damn.
On top of the bus that they had, where one of the stores was like a bus inside, and on top of the bus they had like comedians performing on there, telling jokes and everything.
That's so cool.
So while I'm doing these interviews, I am it's overheard of like all these jokes and everything, which is funny, but some of the jokes I can't just put on out there, because it wouldn't necessarily be tasteful for Ground Sounds. I have a sick humor, but not appropriate.
Not appropriate. Got it. I get you.
But yeah, it was super, super cool. See different types of people there.
So, give me a breakdown of what exactly it was. Like, what was the?
So, as he described it, this started back during COVID.
Okay.
So when things were shutting down, him and a group of his friends went through and basically set up shop, and it just kept building from there. So you have some fashion designers on selling clothing. My friend Catherine, the one that told me about everything, she sells more thrifty / nostalgia clothing. Like at one point she's showing me like the old Undertaker and Triple H shirts and stuff. Cool. And I'm over here wearing this PlayStation 1 shirt, so I'm already in the vibe for it. What else?
In that late 90s vibe.
Yeah, I love it. It's the best time. There was also this artist Flipco brand. He was real cool. I wanted to buy one of his art, but I came there with no cash.
Ah, damn.
That was my fault. I'm gonna start coming to places with money now. What else? I met this tattoo artist. This one woman, she makes hemp bags. They were really cool. Smelled great too. Great use.
Nice. Yeah.
And I highly advise that people go out and check that out because not only are you going to find art there, but fashion and some amazing people to talk to. Because even though like I was just some random guy with a camera saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
you want to do an interview?" They were completely open and fine, sat down, talked to me, told me pretty much anything I asked them.
That's super cool.
And the most common thing that they had talked about was the fact that they get to meet people who emanate the kind of energy that they want, you know, the fun, positive vibe that everyone's going for.
Yeah.
And I'm going again. I'm going tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I'm going back as a civilian.
So when can you go? When like is this going on?
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Gotcha.
From I believe it was 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Damn. So it's going on like all day, basically.
Oh yeah.
Damn, yeah.
And sometimes they do like special events. Like for Friday, they did like a mystical Fridays or something. So like a lot of the stuff that they were selling were more on the mystical side of like tarot cards or
cool.
buying sage, which I need to buy some more sage myself.
Some like apothecary kind of stuff.
Yeah,
very cool.
I love it. But yeah, that was fun. That was over the weekend. That was just a random thing to do. So glad I did.
We've been trying to get out more lately. You know,
Yeah.
we've been trying to get the Groundsounds.
The
name
world
out
is
there.
reopening, so we might as well go out there and just go for it.
100%. I mean, like we were talking about having a booth at that festival out in Hilltop.
On the west side.
On the west. Where exactly is it? I can't remember.
It's like
It doesn't. I mean, it's okay.
I can't tell you. We can't
We'll
tell
talk
you
about it
what
more
the
in the
spot
future,
is,
I'm
but
sure.
we do have like this booth that we're going to set up for like this graffiti shop, and it's really cool. We really fell on that place by accident.
Yeah, man. We just wanted some tacos.
Yeah, we went for some tacos.
We just wanted some tacos.
And ended up talking to this guy at a shop, and they had all this graffiti outside of the building. And the last time I was there, it was Dragon Ball Z related stuff on my shirt.
Right. Perfect.
And when we went, it was like Mario Kart and stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I made that comment. I was like, this wasn't here last time I was here. I was like, I was here like a week or two ago, and now it's completely different. And so we went in there and talked to the guy, and yeah, we're gonna get some graffiti artists in here next. Besides, graffiti by Gabby, she was pretty dope. But
oh yeah, for sure.
Shout her out again.
Well, her art actually didn't end up really being that much of like graffiti. I feel like honestly, you know, like.
It's mostly based off of the artwork that she kind of does.
Yeah.
Which we saw, like, she has a variety.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, like you can't even pin her down really, honestly. Like
she is an artiste.
Bunch of different mediums that she was using, 100%.
What else?
That's awesome though. Yeah. No, I'd like just stay tuned, guys, for us being more out and about in the world though, especially as things. I mean, things are also kind of going a little bit hibernating again, unfortunately, right now, but. Yeah, hopefully, I think we're gonna be getting out there more, and then also we've been making plans to throw an event sometime soon here in Columbus.
Yeah.
Gonna put on some Columbus artists. We're talking to AK. We're talking to Truesdale,
who we actually had an interview with.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that was a good interview.
Mm-hmm. With Jesse. Oh my God.
With our boy Jesse talking to Truesdale. Definitely check that one out. Go to the site. Check that one out. We got a bunch of good stuff on the site lately. Actually, we've featured a song from
Cat's
Roar. Yeah, that song is really good. I really like it.
Oh
honestly.
yeah, it's on it. I listened to, I believe, 5 of the songs on the EP. I think there's like 10.
Okay.
But I listened to 5 of them. I only got time for so long. But I enjoyed every last bit of it, especially seeing the fact that it's the debut album as well.
Gotcha.
Because if I didn't know that this was the debut album, I would have believed that this is like their 3rd album or something, because it's so
very polished.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that was uploaded on Bandcamp, which I haven't heard anyone use Bandcamp since I was like in
What?
high school.
Oh, and people are still using Bandcamp,
Okay.
man.
All
For
right.
sure.
All right.
For sure.
I guess it's not like someone using Skype or Uvu at this point in time.
I mean, if you're putting your music out on Spotify and you're not touring, you're not gonna make any money at all. So I guess you want people to buy stuff on Bandcamp. I guess I don't know. Yeah.
But
Have you bought stuff on Bandcamp? Do you use Bandcamp?
So, last time I used Bandcamp was actually for that artist, Judgment of Yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That I had referred to. Because that's even how I found out about Bandcamp, because I was listening to some songs that were exclusive
To Bounce It, yep.
to Bandcamp. So, and that's where like I run into like certain artists like that do submit to Bandcamp, but it's so rare, especially to our submission list. We rarely ever get Bandcamp.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of Bandcamp. Yeah,
we
It's
get
mostly,
SoundCloud.
mostly YouTube and SoundCloud. Yeah.
But this first and foremost, let's get back to Cat's Razor.
Casper, yeah.
They're really good. It's discussed as like a psychedelic rock soul kind of feel. It's just two of them. It's Katie Avila and Rory Matthews. So you got your Cat Roar.
Yeah.
You know, and like when I saw that, I was just kind of like, okay, y'all cheesy, but I like it.
Cheesy, but it works.
Oh yeah, it works with it, everything, you know, especially when it comes to like a duo. It's a team thing, you know. You and me sitting here, we're a duo, and we build off of one another, and they just provide something new and exciting with everything.
I'm excited to listen to the rest of the EP, honestly, because just that one song. What's the song? The album's name is Invocation.
Invocation, yeah.
What's the song that we've got out on the site right now? Is it the whole album or is it just?
It's the entire EP.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much, if you go to the site and then you hit play, it's gonna basically go to shuffle, and that's why the first one I picked, it was like number 7. I was like,
gotcha.
Oh, okay. Like, I want to start from start to finish, but you know, I'm not gonna be picky either.
Yeah. Might be the only song they have like for free right now too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got some other bands that you want to talk about too, though.
So we also have the IP5 TikTok.
Yes. Yeah. The live performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That
So
was really good.
this guy, he's been doing this for a while. So he started when he was like 4.
Wow.
And he's been performing for big names. Like he performed for Barack Obama and Michelle at one point, and he was only 12 at that time.
Damn.
He's 22 right now, and he performed for them. He performed at the Michael Jackson Memorial. He got a standing ovation for that, which the Michael Jackson Memorial, how old could he have been at that time? Oh, man.
Dang, yeah, really.
I remember that. That's the whole thing.
Was that early 2000, late, like 2007, 2006 probably?
Yeah, because Michael died around like 2007, 2008. And then, yeah. Oh, man.
So, yeah, he would have been pretty young. I mean, that's before Barack Obama was probably even elected.
Yeah,
so, like,
before he was even president.
Dear Lord, he must have been like 3 years old.
This guy is talented.
Yeah, he does. He's got an amazing voice. The song is like a really beautiful R&B track.
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
It's because of how natural he likes the sound to be. He wanted the music video to be like from the live performances. So like
I love that, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's like it's played from like him being on stage as well as like when they were like in the recording studio. So it's like you get the mixture of the both, and you know, you were talking about his little dance moves, like tick tock.
Yeah. I know. The hook is like so. It honestly it sounds a little bit different than the rest of the song is like very just like I don't know, smooth R&B kind of song, and then the TikTok just gets a little I don't know what to call it even. I don't even know.
It gets a little fun.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe for that little bit.
I like that. Mixing it up in the middle of the song.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, we got a lot going on. Like the site has been going on for like the past few weeks. We've been throwing in as much as we can, filling it in with interviews, like with the whole Truesdale thing, and we have other things that are coming up. I wanted to discuss about the Britney versus Spears.
Oh, interesting. Is
They're
that the name of the documentary?
Yeah, it's going to be the name of the documentary. So it's going to be about the whole struggle that she had gone through for the whatchamacallit, the conservatorship. Yeah. And honestly, I'm with Britney.
Hashtag.
Hashtag with Britney. I'm with Britney.
I'm with her.
Leave her alone.
Yeah, true. Fair.
And even that video still stands of like, leave Britney alone, because honestly, like, she's been through a lot. She's been in the industry since she was a kid, and she's just made into a sexual being by 16?
Yeah, real young. So I'm definitely pretty interested to see this documentary and see what they uncover with it. Because I feel like it was funny because I remember it's like I've been seeing videos about the whole conservatorship thing. I've been seeing videos about how she's being taken advantage of by members of her family that are controlling what she does with her music and her life and stuff. And I don't know where they're at right now with it. Like, I don't know. I think that she is still technically, like, I don't know. I'll be interested to see if that opens up a kind of larger discussion about
the industry
and
control
stuff.
Over artists. Yeah,
100%. And honestly, a history of super problematic family members for people in the industry that kind of take over. Talk about Michael Jackson, right there. I don't know. There's a ton of that goes on. A ton of moms and dads that kind of use their kids and stuff. And I hope it kind of exposes that larger problem.
Yeah, it's so much more because we only see what the media wants us to see when it comes to this. Not just an artist, this person. And, we all love to talk about, Britney's breakdown or Michael's breakdown or, this artist, that person, Demi Lovato's breakdown. And it becomes such huge news and a scandal, and it becomes so much bigger than it really should be. These people are people. They are human beings. They make mistakes. They are happy one day. They can be sad the next.
And the thing was, Britney Spears did not ask for any of this to be publicized.
No.
Demi Lovato made a documentary. She wrote songs about it. That's I still she should have a lot of control over how much is actually put out there or whatever. But Britney Spears was not part of her brand, her music, or anything. It was just it's just tabloid crap, And then it's funny how I feel like artists now kind of incorporate the tabloidness of whatever they're doing into their persona more, honestly, in their music, and kind of own it, which is probably the best way to combat it, but also means that, man, you have to gotta talk about that all the time. You have to wear that on your sleeve. That sounds exhausting to me. Going into interviews and talking about your deepest traumas and stuff all the time.
I'm over here fighting demons, and I'm talking to you about it as I'm fighting them.
That's the thing. That was the thing that was funny about, not funny, but wild about the Demi Lovato thing was that she was talking about how she was making one of the I think the first documentary she made about her recovery process or whatever, and while she's shooting it, she's relapsing, and it's causing her to be triggered and relive traumatic experiences and stuff, but then and I've heard her talk and kind of say that was too soon, but then she keeps, I don't know if she's in a situation where she can't control what's being put out about that or something, but man, I just feel it's a lot to go through. I don't know. It seems like she's in control of what she's doing. So if she wants to do that, that's fine.
I feel like for her, it's more or less that she's in control, because she's probably in the similar boat that a lot of her decisions are being made for her.
Or even that, like, it's like if she doesn't do that, certain doors will be closed or something. You know what I mean?
She won't be able to make this record. She won't be able to do shows. She won't be able to tour.
Like, it's not a hard power over her like the Britney thing, but it's like, it's the industry kind of power almost, you know?
It's that dark little shadow that just creeps over everyone, and it's just, okay, you're irrelevant now. Like, and then it's just gone.
Right.
You know,
which is go on.
Like, Britney has been huge forever. I've known about Britney Spears since I was born, basically. She was one of my first celebrity crushes. Mm-hmm. One of them. Jordan Sparks can always keep my heart. but you know, it's kind of been weird watching that whole dynamic of everything because I've been growing up around it. I've seen so many different phases of it, and I've thought of Britney in many different ways. Mm-hmm. You know, as a kid, you know, I used to love her. You know, oh, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. You know, hit me, baby, one more time. Like, come on, like naturally, you know, I'm a fan. Yeah. But then they had like I said, you know, her breakdown and how they spend it and how she just lost her mind, and then my mind became, she's crazy.
Yeah.
And then as I got older and seeing the stuff now, all I can think of is that, you know, who is helping her?
Right.
Because it's almost obvious that she's asking for help. And especially when you start hearing about, she's got an allowance of how much of her money she can make.
Yeah.
Her own lawyer makes more money from her money than she does.
Yep.
How does that work?
Yep.
Like,
no, it's very wild. And it's funny because, like, I think everyone, I think because those two things that you're talking about are, like, tied together inextricably, too, because I think that how the public perceived her and kind of perceived her having a bit of a mental breakdown, which is something that, like, a lot of people do, honestly. I've had a mental breakdown before. Not to that extent, but also my mental breakdowns weren't publicized for the entire world to, like, pour over every day. You know, I didn't have to, like, shave my head to get myself to look different or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think that then led people. I mean, that led to her losing power over her life too, right? Obviously, because like people were like, "Oh man, like she's like her family and her friends seems like also were." I think that there's some legitimate concern there probably too that she might have been making decisions that were bad for herself, but. It sounds like they just like fully took away any agency that she had, and it's funny because I remember seeing videos. I remember seeing like TikTok videos where people would play a video of Britney and then like talk after it or whatever, and kind of talk about like, oh, if you watch this video, you can see that like why is she not doing this, and if you like seeing she's doing this, and this is like a subtle hint to like try to get people to like help her or whatever, and I completely wrote it off. Not completely. I mostly wrote it off as a conspiracy theory.
Right.
Because there was a bunch of other things like that at the time. There was a whole thing with Justin Bieber releasing the Yummy video, and people thought that there were secret hints in that about him being, like, molested or something, and that was, like, really outlandish. Like
that's a reach. I mean...
Oh, no.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible at all, but the things that people were pulling on were like,
yeah,
all right, guys, you're digging for stuff. Like it's just like that could be that could mean anything. That could be anything else.
Is it like the Britney Spears if she wears like the yellow thing?
Yeah, something. It's like see, and that kind of stuff. I was like, I think it's. And that was interesting to me because I was also. I think a lot of that stuff had been happening over the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the pandemic made everybody lean into their parasocial relationships with celebrities, and I know I did. Yeah. I got really into like a certain group of podcasts that were all done by the same people, and was like listening to it because I was like, I cannot hang out with my friends at all, and I need like friends
some
to talk
kind of stimulation.
Yeah, I feel like I'm hanging out and talking to people, and I think that like happens a lot of times with people that are like overly focused on things, and that's what I thought was happening with Britney Spears. I was like, man, people are really projecting something onto this woman and onto like her problems or whatever, which like. Maybe like real, but like I like also like maybe people were like, oh, she's so out of it, she can tell that she's like drugged up in this video, and they're like drugging her, and I was like, maybe she's just like tired or like being dorky or being jokey or something.
Yeah.
And then I was dead wrong. I guess, because it seems like all of that has been like fairly accurate, except for I don't know how much of it's like she was like doing secret messages as a cry for help or anything. Her cries for help have been pretty
kind of
pretty
obvious,
direct. I feel like, like yeah. Anyway,
You know.
anyway, sad stuff. But hopefully this documentary will bring more light to it and hopefully like get her some justice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And honestly, just something based off of that. If any of you guys feel depressed or beaten from the world, oh, I'm doing this, that, and the other, and it's just wearing on me, and I don't know if I can keep doing it. Keep doing it. Talk to someone. Go out there and see a therapist if you got to. But what we're here for doing is like pushing for our grind and everything. And I much rather you guys go through the grind, take the pain, take the hurt, and make art out of it.
Yeah.
Most of the greatest artists use their pain. Freaking Adele makes all the songs. Taylor Swift and Adele, need to be having their hearts broken in order to get an album.
I'll say another thing too. I think that's really good advice, Will, and I'm glad you said something about that. I was gonna say, I think also if you are a friend or a family member or you're close to someone that is struggling or like you think could be struggling, don't wait for them to come to you even. You know what I mean? Like I think that you're right. That is good advice. If you're struggling, talk to somebody. Like don't hold that in. But at the same time, people who are near that, don't wait to talk. Don't wait to call. Like reach out to your friends. Reach out to your family members. They definitely need you. They like.
There's literally no time like the present.
Yeah. No. And when the opportunity's not there anymore, you will very much regret not taking the chance to do it. So, yeah, getting real serious today.
I know.
Getting real intense. It's a very special episode today, guys.
We can light it up because Donnie here at the studio has been working on. He usually does our fresh features.
Yeah.
Him and Jaime, Jamie, they've been doing fresh features and they're really great at. So Donnie has been working on this Fresh Fridays where he's the best fresh features that we've been doing all week.
Nice.
On our list we have Josiah, Ike Rain, Keezy, the and Ooze Too Nasty. We're gonna play a little clip of it, but check it out.
Did 200 on the dash. These niggas showing that they pussy. Always knew that was trash. As the fuck, and I'm smoking on some dope. Got me fucking on my lungs. Got it.
75% on the weekend. Had that bag on me, trick or treating. Wake up in the morning, get turned like a deacon. Smile, they probably got knowledge she teaching. Ask me, are you surviving them demons? Like I just broke a heart for no reason. She want a whole trial like it's treason. I got a bloom, baby, it's my. I got a bloom, baby, it's my season. Blowing the vibe, you boogie, tweaking.
Just a little bit more lighthearted from this point on. We went dark, and I was just, let's
pull that nosedive.
Let's go right back into music.
Yeah. Let's pull up.
Yeah, and that's one of the best things about music is that it plays with all of your emotions. You can listen to this song, and if you're feeling dark, it's gonna make you feel darker. And the thing is, science has actually proven that if you listen to sad songs when you're sad, it'll actually help you feel happier.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
It's like musical validation or something. You know what I mean? It's like
someone else is feeling how I'm feeling.
Exactly. It's like a nice having a friend relate to it or something. Yeah, no, it's very nice. And honestly, good pick me up is Donnie. Donnie brings a lot of energy to the studio.
He's got the energy.
And his fresh features are great, too. Josiah's a great pick. Ooze Too Nasty is a great pick.
Ike Rain.
Ike Rain, yeah. No, not him.
Forget
Screw that guy. No, I'm kidding. Kidding, Ike.
We're not.
Yeah, but no, thanks, Donnie. Thanks for bringing the fresh features. Those are dope. We'll definitely check in with it next week, too. Yeah, always check out the Instagram page. Check out his fresh feature videos and Jamie's fresh feature videos out of. Well, he's not in Miami anymore, is he? He's in Wisconsin, I think.
I think so,
right?
yeah.
back in Menominee. I don't know how he ended up in Menominee, Wisconsin. I don't. That's such a tiny town to travel to from another country.
Miami to.
Oh, I know. It's from Miami too. I was like, oh man.
Hey.
Hey.
For him. I don't know. I couldn't tell you where that is in Wisconsin, but good on you.
I know. I know. Yeah.
Then again, geography was not something I took in high school.
I could go into a deep thing about it because my dad's from there, but I don't want to bore everybody. So, let's see. I wanted to ask you about if you've been listening to some more mainstream music too, actually.
Some more mainstream?
Because Lil Nas X came out finally with his album that he had been promoting. He gave birth. Honestly, that was killing me. The whole thing was like, it kills me. The whole because I feel like he did not. That was not a long planned out thing. I feel like he made the meme that was making fun of. Anybody that doesn't know, Lil Nas X, you just go to his Instagram page, it's all over it. But he just came up with like a fake album cover where it's like a bunch of it's the Certified Lover Boy album, but it's a bunch of like men impregnated, and then he just took off with that and just had this whole press release of being like pregnant. With his album. The dude is really funny, honestly. Like I think he's just got he just is young enough to actually like get the internet kind of too. You know what I mean? And not be like cringy all the times.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
He plays to his fans.
Yeah.
And I was actually watching. What was it?
He's like a male Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just popped in my head. I was like, "That's so perfect."
That's a valid point.
Yeah. Sorry, continue though.
He was doing an interview for the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee. Yeah, I know them.
Damn, all right, you got the whole crew.
I listened to them, but he was talking about the album and everything, and the thing that I enjoy about Lil Nas X, besides his few of his songs, I can't say all of his music because it's just not for me. But what I like about him is the fact that he's pretty much a very genuine guy. Yeah. Like, it doesn't seem like he has an ulterior motive or anything. Like, you know, when
other than just being popular.
Yeah. Doing his music, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, when he was on the Breakfast Club, naturally they're trying to, getting some kind of, role out of him. So they're asking him all these questions just to try to get something out of him. But he's just...
get a reaction or something?
Yeah, and he's just kind of
What sparked that record?
I'm who I am.
I feel like we were getting really close to finishing the album, and then I was still working on music. I mean,
honestly, I can't hate on something like that because that's the most genuine thing I'd want a person to say to me. Like, listen, I may not be your favorite person, but I'm going to be my favorite person.
That's all you can really ask from somebody, honestly. And if you get mad at someone for doing that,
then you're the problem.
Then you're the problem, honestly. Yeah, I haven't listened to it front to back, but I've listened to a good amount of the songs now, and it definitely has. I don't know what to call this disease, but whatever disease that artists have a lot of times now, where the best tracks on the album are the singles that get released ahead of time, because those are by far the songs I go back to more than anything else. And like you said, it's not exactly my kind of music necessarily, but when he is in that pop trap kind of realm, I'm here for it, honestly. Oh, yeah. The song with Jack Harlow, the Industry Baby song is great. Call Me By Your Name is super fun and has a really fun melody.
See, the thing is, I listen to Montero Call Me By Your Name, Montero so consecutively. Because the beat and everything is so good.
It's really good.
It's so good.
That production it's probably the best song on the album, honestly.
I literally skip over certain lyrics, and that's about it. I'm just
It's not going to turn you gay. Well,
no.
It's not going to turn you gay.
No,
you can hear it, and you'll be fine.
Talking about writing them until I shoot something onto their chest, just that dynamic just does not fit my activities. So,
gotcha.
It's just,
you skip over the 21 Savage part when he talks about talks about nutting on girls' faces though?
Is he riding on a girl while he's doing that? Because
riding on a girl? I don't know.
Because one of the lyrics is like riding on you while I take a shot in your mouth. Like, and I'm just like, oh, I see what he means by that. No, I don't do that.
No, I don't do that. Oh, I see what he means by that. I figured this one out.
Yeah.
I know what's going on here. Hold on a second.
But no,
this is sexual. Hold on. I think this might be sexual.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, I mean, dude, whatever you doing when the lights are off, that's on you. But for me, like I even do that for like girl songs, like, you know, if it's like, you know, if you do this, like, boy, I'm gonna throw in girl, because it's just like it puts me more into.
I feel it. Yeah.
My mental, I guess, what fits more of like what I'm thinking about in that situation, because who Lil Nas could be thinking about when he's singing this song could be this guy.
Yeah.
It's like when I listen to a song, I think of this girl.
Sure.
So when I go through these lyrics, I'm changing it more for
it makes sense.
Her.
Makes sense.
It's like when Frank Ocean, when he came out, and how, I don't know if you remember how crazy the media blew that up.
A little bit. I was not as tapped into that scene at that time, if I'm being totally honest. It's not cool enough for that, but
they over-exaggerated everything, because the big problem was...
What was the problem? There's a problem?
The thing that was constantly discussed about as the issue was because everyone thought in his songs he was referring to a girl.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then to find out it's about a guy. And then the media was just like, he's singing about him dating a guy. His first time with a guy. That stuff and the other. It's like, and?
Yeah, who cares? Yeah.
Like, it was...
It's not your life.
Right.
He's not telling you what to do.
And if that song comes on, I'm going to listen to it just like I listened to it back then. Like, it's... As an artist, you have to separate from, like, what you think this person is interpreting it and how you interpret it.
For sure, yeah.
You know, if you go to a museum and you look at this art piece, what does this art piece make you think? How does it make you feel?
Right.
Not what the artist was thinking and feeling. What does this make you think?
See, I feel that, but at the same time, I do think that, like, the artist did have an intention. Like, I don't listen to Good Kid, Mad City and think, oh, man, how does Kendrick's upbringing in Compton, how could I relate that to my life?
Right.
You know? It doesn't. Guess what? It doesn't. It does not.
And it won't.
But it is interesting to get a view into this person's life and his experience and how that shaped who he is. And, like, I know that, like, you know, Call Me By Your Name's not about, like, oh, my experiences are shaping who I am. It's about, like, you know, having sex with dudes. But nothing wrong with that. But, like, I don't know. I don't think I think I could put myself in the mindset of, I don't know,
creativity and imagination are so vague, but it's so malleable. You can do so much with it. And when it comes to, like, Lil Nas's vision, you know, first and foremost, he's got great costumes. Like, I gotta give him props. Like, throughout the music videos, I'm just like, you know, those are dope.
Dude's a good dancer.
They look clean.
Yeah.
They look smooth.
He's got, like, great visuals and everything.
Yeah. And
did you see that thing that he wore to the
Met Gala?
Yeah.
The giant 3-piece suit.
That giant gold, like, suited armor thing.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was really cool, honestly. I really dug that.
You weren't here when we were making fun of the Met Gala.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, we.
Met Gala is so easy to make fun of, man. There's so much fodder.
It's that's the whole purpose of it, is that, you know, just to show rich people being rich, and then the poor people just to talk bad about the poor rich people. But not that I'm, you know, poor. I'm middle class, but
no, but I mean,
still.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get to rip apart Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez for wearing a tax the rich shirt to the richiest rich thing ever, which is like, you know, sure. I know she didn't pay for it. I mean, I know that they've invited, you know, senators and stuff like that before.
It was the fashion designer that invited her to it.
That's right. Yeah,
so,
you're right.
You know, they made the dress, and so she just kind of became, I guess, the poster girl for it. But you know, you also have to agree on wearing it, and I don't know. Politically, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a radical policy for her to propose. Like that's definitely like in line with her, like, you know, her whole ethos. But I don't know. It's just like
I more or less. I mean, I agree with her, but you're gonna go tax the rich at, like you said, the richest rich event you could possibly ever be invited to ever a day in your life.
I know. I can't imagine how many awkward conversations where billionaires were walking up to her and being like, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
tax me,
or not. You know, I don't know. I doubt it. Probably.
Right.
I don't know. That's a
But we are.
That's a whole
It's a whole nother can of worms to be trying to open over on that, and we ain't got time for that.
Tune in for our socialism debate live stream that we have every Wednesday.
It'll be so exciting. That's all the time we got for today.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the news right now.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. But in the meantime, until the next 2 weeks, I highly advise everyone to go to groundsounds.com/submit and submit your art, your music, and whatever you are feeling that day. It could be, you know, I was listening to this artist that's in my neighborhood, you know, and I want them to do and be great. Submit them to Ground Sounds. Even if you want to keep it a secret and just submit them on the low, and it'll be like a surprise birthday for them or something. I don't know. Go for it. Once we are opening our shop for the Grind Time watches, these are going to be dope and amazing. Max over here is wearing his. It is also clean and fine. You can do so much with these watches. You can design on them. You can paint them. They are waterproof and damn near indestructible. What else? That's about it.
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Groundsounds.com/submit. Keep an eye out for the event. We're going to looking at like November, right? I think like early mid-November for an event. Keep an eye out for that. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Smash that MFN like button, guys. All right.
And keep it tight.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
Peace.
All these things we do in life. I know you gon' tell your friends all the things we do tonight. She gon' pop it like a pill.